Stop for a second and think about what's really killing innovation and ownership right now. It's not lack of ideas, talent, or even capital. It's the system itself, locked tight, designed to keep you at arm's length, making you watch others grow while your own stake stays tiny, invisible, out of reach. You feel it, right? That frustration burning inside when you see startups explode in value, huge exits, massive wealth. But the gates to that ownership, to being truly part of the upside, stay slammed shut for most people. Founders get squeezed by endless rounds of investors, early employees get diluted into ghosts, and genuine supporters are left begging in the cold. It's a rigged game, and it's infuriating. You're either stuck fighting for scraps or sidelined watching power consolidate. But what if this rotten system can be broken apart? What if ownership of startups doesn't have to be a fortress guarded by the few, but a wide open field where anyone who brings value can hold real tangible pieces? That's the raw power of tokenization, and it's rewriting the rules. Not tomorrow, not soon. Right now. Imagine chopping up ownership into tiny tradable pieces, distributed across real contributors, real believers, real creators. Imagine being connected deeply to the companies you build or bet on, not just as faceless background players, but as co-owners holding stakes you can prove, track, and trade without middlemen stealing your share. This isn't fantasy. It's the future arriving with explosive force. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. Tokenization can democratize startup ownership, but only if you don't fall for the hype. Don't blindly dive into some flashy crypto project littered with scams or empty promises. Instead, laser focus on creating real systems, legal, transparent, enforceable, that make those tokens meaningful. It's about designing startups that don't just issue a few spec tokens, but create ecosystems where every token holder has real rights, votes, and upside tied to actual sustainable value. You need partners, investors who understand tokenomics but demand accountability, founders who refuse to dilute futures for a quick buck, and platforms engineered to support real-world law and fairness, not just speculation. Here's a blueprint you must burn into your brain. Start small, scale wisely. Begin with your own ventures. Tokenize equity in ways that incentivize contributors beyond money. Reward early builders, community leaders, customers. Turn every passionate participant into a proud owner. Fight tooth and nail for regulatory clarity because tokens without legal grounding are just glorified IOUs. Connect with sharp legal minds who don't just know law, but reshape it to fit the token era. Then, build networks of tokenized startups where ownership is fluid, liquid, and earned every single day. No more gatekeepers deciding who gets a seat. It's power back in your hands, but wield it wisely. If this sounds dangerous, it should. Because dismantling centuries of concentrated ownership is a revolution in slow motion. Investors will resist losing their stranglehold. Old school founders will scream, "It's chaos." But the chaos is freedom. The chaos is the future exploding in real time. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't owe loyalty to anyone but your vision, your abilities, and your relentless drive to create new value. Own your stake, claim your place, and force the old broken system to crumble. Listen close. This is a call to the few who get it. Founders who are tired of begging for scraps. Investors who want real alignment and deeper engagement. Partners who know value doesn't come from exclusion, but from radical inclusion. You're not here to play it safe or small. You're here to demand a new world where ownership is not a locked door, but a shared fire, warm and roaring and ready for anyone bold enough to hold it. Tokenization is the match. Striking it right now will either light you up or burn down the old rules. You must build these bridges. You must engineer these networks. You must fight for token ownership that is transparent, enforceable, and real. This is how startup ownership becomes a revolution. How power spreads to those who deserve it. How the future belongs not to the few, but to all those capable of dreaming and building it together. No more watching from the sidelines. Take these steps. Own your stake. Tear down the walls. Tokenize the future. Because if you don't become part of this wave, someone else will. And you'll be left clinging to an obsolete past while the few who dared break free race ahead, free and unstoppable.